Hello, my name is Stephen Wright. I'm a career coach here at Career Mentor, and we help high-performing financial services professionals make their next smart career move. So during a job search, it's really important that you understand why it is that the firm you're engaged with is looking to hire. It might be that you're engaging with them because they reached out to you, or perhaps you're responding to an ad, or perhaps you were contacted by a recruiter. It may also be that you are proactively reaching out to firms that you've identified have the right characteristics for you. You don't know if there's a job there, but you're proactively reaching out to understand what the possibilities of working there might be. I think that there are various modes or positions or attitudes that firms are in regarding their reasons for wanting to hire. There are 3 core ideas and then an additional 2 which I'll explain. Let's go through them. The first one is that the firm is in growth mode. By that I mean that the entire enterprise is in growth mode, or that there is perhaps a particular department which is in growth mode. And if they're looking to hire, then they want to hire because they're growing. They need to attract people with the right skills and experience and attitude to their firm so that they can fulfill that ambition and complete their growth. I'm going to say that a firm that is in growth mode is likely to have a level of urgency which is strong, so they're going to want to hire. The second mode is that the firm, for whatever reason, is in crisis. The management team have realized that there's something drastic going on and they need to take significant and swift action to stop the rot and to turn the situation around. Quite often that means that the firm will want to reduce costs, and that may mean that they let people go. Even in that circumstance, the management team will be looking for people to hire because they would consider those people having the right skills and so on to be real game changers to get the firm back onto the right track. If that is the situation, if you're engaged with a firm which is in crisis, then the level of sense of urgency that they have will be at its highest. They need to act, and they need to act quickly. And for that reason, they are likely to loosen their purse strings in order to hire people who are right for that situation. People that they don't just want, but they absolutely need and must have. Let's look at mode number 3 now. Mode number 3 had 3 bits to it, and it's called replacement. The first reason why they might want to replace people is because they have an important initiative within the firm which has not worked out. And so what they'll do is they'll remove that leadership team which has failed to make that initiative work, find a new leadership team to drive that particular initiative and to make that important project work as the company needs it, if it's critical to the company's growth and in order for that company to thrive. The second reason why they might need to replace somebody is that they have people within their organization who are just not doing well, who maybe have some skills, but their performance is pretty average, their motivation is pretty average, and therefore those people need to be swapped out. So what they will seek to do is to find people with the right skills, the right level of motivation, the right experience, and simply replace that gap in the value chain. The third kind of replacement may be that they have someone who's fantastic, doing a great job, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, that person decides to leave the firm. And they don't have anybody with the required skills that can replace that person. So they need to go out into the market and recruit somebody into that key position. So those are the 3 levels of replacement. I'm going to say that replacement, the sense of urgency for that is going to be strong. They're going to want to get it done and get it done quickly. Let's look at the 2 additional modes, which I think may round this out so that you have a greater understanding of it. And this is particularly relevant for those people who are going to be proactively reaching out to firms, even if there isn't a particular job in mind. And this will, by understanding these 2 particular modes, will help you understand the reception that your outreach gets. The next one, therefore, is mode number 4. And mode number 4 is all about everything is fine. We don't need to replace anybody. We're not particularly in growth mode. We are not in crisis. Everything is just fine and we're going along okay. And therefore, the sense of urgency that they will have will be low. However, I would suggest that everything changes. So in 3 or 6 or 12 months' time, that particular mode may change into growth or into crisis or into replacement. So the fourth one, therefore, is everything's fine. The final one, number 5, is misjudged. And this is where the leaders of the firm or the leader of a department may have misjudged the situation of their business because they're not aware of factors that are going on, and therefore they think everything is fine, but in fact they have misjudged their situation. At a firm level, it may be that the strategy is wrong, they haven't updated the business plan, they're not keeping up with the opportunities that technology affords or keeping up with their competition. At a department level, it might be something as simple as the department head is unaware that he or she is about to lose an entire team from their organization, which will put them into replacement or crisis. So they misjudge their situation. Now, the chances of them wanting to do anything about hiring is low because they think everything is fine, but in fact they've misjudged it. So if you come across a situation where you may know more than perhaps the people you're talking to about their real situation, it's probably best to hold off and allow that situation to play itself out, get the timing of your run right, and then when the situation has moved from misjudged into replacement or crisis, then is the time to make your approach or your reapproach. I hope you found this useful. I'll be putting the blog that I wrote about this in the comments below. And of course, if you do want to have a conversation about what's going on with your career, then please do get in touch. It'll be a delight to have that conversation. And I look forward to seeing you next time.